I'm RC Robbin. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And that's what you'd have here, a 162 game regular season. This is game number 139. No skipped innings, no simulated games. All of them are on YouTube in their entirety. Again, this is game number 139. September baseball. Time to get this show on the road. These are your lineups. Meswardi, welcome. Jumping right in at the intro. Thank you so much for your loyal support. This is the second game of a quick two-game series at home against the Seattle Mariners. First week of September. The Avengers are 88 and 50. They're tied for first with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So these games matter. I mean, let's face it. Both the Dodgers and the Avengers are going to finish over 100 wins, so they'll both make the playoffs due to wild card spots. But, of course, I want to win the division. Seattle Mariners visit the Hollywood Avengers. Let's get ready for some baseball. On the mound, after a 2-week stint on the injured list, Tom Hiddleston, who's 15 and 6. He's back from the IL or IR or whatever the hell you want to call it. In my mind, it'll always be the DL. Tom Hiddleston making his 26th start of the season. And he will face Johnny Damon to lead off the ball game. 300 average, 9 homers, 32 runs batted in. He is indeed back. Hopefully he has a good start. We'll see what happens. Fastball in there, 97 on the radar gun, strike one. Throwing heat right off the bat. Grounder up the first base line, fielded by Tony. Takes it to the bag himself for out number one. Starting lineup for the Mariners, Johnny Damon's in center, DH is Paul Molitor. Behind the plate, Mike Piazza. Dave Kingman's in left, Michael Young's at the shortstop. Keyston Hiura is the second baseman, Matt Olson at first. Jorge Soler in right and batting ninth and playing third base, J.D. Davis. So the Hall of Famer Paul Molitor, 344, 26 homers, 85 RBIs. Outside corner, strike one. You feeling all right? You sound a little sick. No, I'm fine. You know what it is? Thank you for the concern. I'm feeling good. You ever drink water and get it caught down the wrong tube, like saliva in the wrong tube? About 15 minutes ago, that happened to me. I had like a sugar candy in my throat. Pitch is foul. Count as 2. Oh, no balls and 2 strikes. Sugar candy, and then some of the sugary saliva went down the wrong windpipe, and I still haven't quite recovered from it. So I'm sure after an inning or two it'll probably clear up on its own. Thank you for asking. 0-2 count to Molitor. Swinging and miss out in front of the slider. Strike 3. That's the first strikeout. Sugar candy. Well, listen, you know, it is what it is. Mr. Outlander, welcome to the live stream. No, I'm not sick. I'm fine, Meswardi. Thank you for the concern. Here's a replay out in front of that breaking ball. So 2 down and up steps what's considered to be perhaps the greatest hitting catcher in Major League Baseball history, Mike Piazza. 304, 37 homers, 105 RBIs with a month left in the season. Fastball in there, strike one. Loki looks sharp. Again, don't want to jinx him. Out in front of the slider, swinging and miss. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Hiddleston. Not to Hiddleston, obviously from Hiddleston. You know what I meant. Deep drive to center, but playable for the War Machine. Don Cheadle makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Loki, and after half inning of play here at Crosley Field, it's the Mariners nothing. The Hollywood Avengers come into bat. LOL, I came home from work last night and played 4 games. You are a beast, Outlander. For those of you that are unaware, do check out the Outlander show's live streams on YouTube. He's got a very cool channel as well. John Gray on the mound for the Seattle Mariners, 9 and 11, 5.48 earned run average. He will face Anthony Mackie to lead off for the Avengers. 312 average, 16 homers, 64 RBIs. Mackie plays Sam Wilson or the new Captain America in the MCU. Fastball from Gray is outside, ball one. Mariners are in first place in the AL West. That's Michael Young at shortstop. And I have no idea. I think it might be Jorge Solerin, right? John Gray just signed with the Rangers in real life, says Mr. Maswardi. And it is a shallow fly ball to left. Kingman makes the catch for the first out. Real world connection here in Avengers baseball. The lineup: Anthony Mackie's at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. is at first, Mark Ruffalo behind home plate, Chadwick Boseman at third, Dave Bautista in right. The DH today, Benedict Cumberbatch. Left fielder is Sebastian Stan, and batting ninth and playing center field, Don Cheadle. So did Marcus Semien. Leading on, inside pitch to Tom Holland, who's hitting .362. He has 17 homers and 79 runs batted in. Tom Holland, last I checked, was first in the National League in batting, trying to win a batting title. And that's how you win a batting title, by slashing a hit to left field for the leadoff single. First single of the ball game for the Hollywood Avengers. And they have a runner at first with one out here in the bottom of the first. Up next, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. Pitches inside, ball one to Robert Downey Jr. He's hitting .291, 19 homers, 84 RBIs. Runner leads off first, has speed. Inside again, count is 2 balls and no strikes. Mariners just got Robbie Ray. A little bit of player movement. And it is a deep fly ball to center, but playable. Damon makes the catch for the second out. Two down, up steps Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk, hitting .333. He has 32 homers and 123 runs batted in to lead the ball club. Runner at first here in the bottom of the first. 2 down. And that's a line drive, and it will shoestring catch for Johnny Damon to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of an inning of play. No score. Leading off the top of the second, Dave Kingman, .242, 24 homers, 90 runs batted in. Kingman was not a Hall of Famer. I'm sure he had an all-star season wedged in there in his career. Swinging him as strike one. Dave Kingman, if I'm not mistaken, played most of his career for the Milwaukee Brewers. He was kind of like a home run or nothing guy. Ground balls, base hit to right between first and second. First hit of the game for the Seattle Mariners. They get their leadoff man on. King Sonic, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. Got a pretty decent crowd this afternoon. Thank you for watching, guys. So, leadoff man is on for Michael Young. Michael's hitting .296, 15 homers, 80 RBIs. And it was a hit and run, fouls it off, strike one. And that's a line drive. Racing over the shoulder catch, the Winter Soldier in left field for out number one. Nice play in left by Sebastian Stan. The defensive alignment for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right, you have Sebastian Stan, Don Cheadle, and Dave Bautista. And in the infield, Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr. with Mark Ruffalo behind home plate. Keaston Hiura has 26 homers and 80 runs batted in. Swings at the first pitch, pops it up in foul territory. Tony makes the catch for the second out. First baseman Matt Olson hitting .279, 20 homers, 56 RBIs. Won a Gold Glove in real life in 2019. Steps up to the plate, 2 outs, runner leads off first. No score here in the top of the second. Fastball in there, strike one. So the Avengers are 88 and 50. There are 24 games left. Deep drive by Olsen, but slicing out of play for strike number 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Tied for first in the National League West with the Los Angeles Dodgers. 24 games left. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We'll have to continue with the breakdown in the next half inning. Inning and a half of baseball here. Crosley, still no score. We go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Chadwick Boseman, hitting .343, 18 homers, 68 runs batted in. Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. John Gray sets and delivers. Checks the swing, pitches outside, ball one. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for Black Panther. Wakanda forever. Here's next up, Drax the Destroyer, or Dave Bautista, hitting .314. And that ball is high. It is far, but it is also foul for strike number one. Count is no balls, one strike to Bautista. Quick throw to first. And he's a little late on the fastball and skies it to center field. Routine play for Johnny Damon for the first out. Next up is the designated hitter today, the Sorcerer Supreme, Benedict Cumberbatch. Part-time player, part-time infielder, hitting .307 on the season. Checked his swing, or did he? Yes, he did, according to the third base umpire. The count is 1 ball and no strikes. Cumberbatch is Dr. Stephen Strange. Looking forward to that new Spider-Man movie. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count is 2-0. I think it's he's got his own solo movie coming up. Deep drive. That's got a chance. It could be far. It is Gonzo. It's a 2-run home run for the Sorcerer Supreme. He is Doctor Strange. It's only his second homer of the season for Benedict Cumberbatch, but it jumps the Avengers out to a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. I thought it was going to be in the gap, and then it just kept on going. Let's watch the replay. Was it helped by that short fence in right center field, perhaps? Next up, Sebastian Stan, 284, 10 homers, 47 RBIs. Pitches outside, check the swing. Count as 1 ball, no strikes. Two-seam fastball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Inside, 3-0 count. Don Cheadle is on deck. Will he have the green light on 3-0? No, he doesn't, because I don't swing on 3-0. Pitches outside corner, strike 1. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike. For those of you that are coming in for the first time, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me. Sharp ground ball to the shortstop. Routine play, 2 away. Stan is retired. The difficulty setting is set to All-Star. Let's go to options, gameplay, hitting difficulty set to All-Star, as you can see, and also pitching difficulty set to All-Star. At the beginning of the season, I decided to play the season on that difficulty setting. Don Cheadle is War Machine, James Rhodes. Fastball in there, strike 1. 2-0 MCU here in the bottom of the second inning. At the knees, thought it might be low, but called a strike. Count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Cheadle. Off the plate, 1-2. In the dirt, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty, 2-0 lead. Here comes a pitch from Gray. And that is a bloop which will hang up there long enough for Damon to retire the side. But the Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Stephen Strange, the 2-run home run, his second on the season, gives the Avengers a 2-0 advantage. We go to the top of the third. Up steps Jorge Soler. I think it's Jorge Soler. Yes, it is. 272. He has 36 homers and 96 runs batted in. Nice production in the lower half of that lineup. By comparison, fastball outside, ball 1. By comparison, the team leader on the Avengers is the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, with 32. Soler's got 36. Slider in there. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just kind of worked out that way, guys. I don't really know why. Maybe it's my selection of home ballpark. Swing and a miss at the fastball inside. Count is 1 and 2. I'm good at scoring runs. They steal bases. I get lots of hits. You know, I've got 88 and 50 is a good record. Ground ball backhand. Oh no! Popped out of his glove. He'll be safe. Will they give him a hit or an error? E6, tough play. Would have been a tough play regardless. Here's the replay. Deep in the hole, backhand, this bad hop causes it to kick off the heel of his glove. So I don't know. I mean, I might have decided it was an error, but nevertheless. Up next, J.D. Davis, 333 average, one of the September call-ups. He only has 3 at-bats for the season. And he hits his hard line drive to center, but there is Don Cheadle to make the catch for the first out. So 1 away here in the top of the third. Lineup turns over for Seattle. Johnny Damon grounded out in the first. Pitches inside, ball 1. Low, 2 balls and no strikes to Damon. Johnny Damon was a Red Sox and a New York Yankee. I'm sure he was also other things. I think he was an Oakland A. I think he was a Kansas City Royal. 3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Let's see. No, he does not. Fastball poured in there, strike 1. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. When I think of Johnny Damon, I think of him as being a Red Sox and a Yankee. And that is a line drive to left for out number 2. So 2 down. Up steps legendary player Paul Molitor, 3,000 hit club guy. Struck out in the first. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. And it is a lazy fly ball to center. Waiting for it is Don Cheadle to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of it, 2.5. It's the Avengers 2, the Mariners nothing. Let's go to the bottom of the third. Up steps Anthony Mackie, who's 0 for 1. Hard ground ball, but right at the second baseman. In time, 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Tommy Holland, Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He had a hit in his first at-bat, a single. Fastball 98 on the radar gun in there for strike 1. Inside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Everyone is waiting for that new Spider-Man movie to come out. Outside corner, strike 2. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Tommy. Off the plate with the slider. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the third. 2-0 MCU. And he's out in front. Pulls it foul. In the dirt. Checked his swing. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch from Gray. And it is a deep fly ball to center field, but at the warning track, Damon makes the catch for out number 2. Gave it a ride, but not quite far enough. Up next, Tony Stark. Tony was knocking on the door of 300 2 weeks ago. Now he's dropped to 290. So he's been slumping as of late. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball outside, ball 1. Left-handed hitter. First baseman for the Avengers. Curveball low, 2 balls and no strikes. Off the plate, 3-0. Gray seems to have lost his control somewhat. Change up in there. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Handcuffs are off. Let's see what happens. That's a deep drive, but playable. And the side is retired. So, 3 innings of baseball here at Crosley, 2-0 Avengers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the account. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Mike Piazza, who's 0 for 1. A little late on that fastball, strike 1. Fouls off the slider, strike 2. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Hiddleston is 15 wins. He's going for win number 16 on the season. That's a deep drive, but playable for Sebastian Stan for the first out. Hit it on the nose, but right at the left fielder.
Now batting, left fielder.
Dave Kingman had a single in the second. 1 for 1. Misses outside with the slider. Ball 1. Out in front of the 2-seamer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Line drive, foul. Count is 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. The inside fastball struck Kingman out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Loki. Here's the replay.
Number 10, Michael Young.
So Michael Young, 0 for 5 in the series. He's 0 for 1 today. He steps in with 2 outs here in the 4th. Pulls a fastball foul for strike 1. Tom Hiddleston just came off of the injured list. 2-week stay. Concussion issue or some such thing. Swing and a miss the slider. Count is quickly no balls, 2 strikes. So he's come back sharp. 3 2/3. No runs. Foul ball. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes to Young. Jams him. Shallow fly ball to center. War Machine makes the catch to retire the side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Loki. And after 4 innings, no, check that, 3.5. It's still 2-0 Avengers. The late, stepping up to the plate, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, lined out in the 1st. He's 0 for 1. Went too far, couldn't hold it back. Swing and a miss, strike 1. His 32 homers. High and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. His 32 homers and 123 runs batted in lead the ball club. Grounder up the middle. Tough play. Nice play by Michael Young for the first out. Ranging to his left, throwing off balance on target. Next up, the late great Chadwick Boseman, 3 for 4 in the series. He has a hit today. Did he go? No, he did not. Ball 1. Bouncer in front of the mound. Nice play by John Gray. There's 2 away. Jumped off the mound to corral that swinging bunt. Got it over there before Boseman was. Dave Bautista, 0 for 1 on the game. He steps up with 2 outs. Outside corner, strike 1. Dave is 6 for his last 13. And he's probably going to be 6 for his last 14, as that is a deep drive to center, but playable. Damon retires the side. So 1-2-3 inning for John Gray. And after 4 innings of baseball, still 2-0 MCU. We go to the top of the 5th. Second baseman Hiura. Keyston Hiura, 0 for 1. Hiddleston sets and delivers. And that's a deep drive. It's got a chance. It is gone. Solo shot to lead off the top of the 5th. Hiura's 27th bomb of the season. and the lead is cut in half. The Avengers lead 2-1 here in the 5th. Here's the replay. Ugh. Got every ounce of that one. I hit the mark with the meter and it didn't matter. It goes to show you sometimes the hitter will prevail even if you throw your best pitch. Next up, Matt Olson.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Slider outside corner, strike one. And that's the line drive, headed towards the right center field gap. Fielded by Bautista. Throw to second is not in time. It is a double for Olson. So this 5th inning doesn't look very good for Tom Hiddleston. The Mariners greet him with a solo shot and a double to lead off the top of the 5th. Tying run is in scoring position at second. Jorge Soler is up, and this can get bad quickly. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike one. Soler is 0 for 1, reached on an error in the 3rd inning. Change-up outside corner. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Soler's hitting .320 with runners in scoring position. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Struck him out. There's one away. Strikeout number 4 for Loki. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? I mean, close enough to not take. Got to protect the plate with 2 strikes. Up next, J.D. Davis. 1 for 4 on the season. September call-up. He's 0 for 1 today. At the knees, strike one. Inside fastball, strike two. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Davis. 5th strikeout of the game for Tom Hiddleston. So it was runner at second and no out. Now it's runner at second and 2 outs as the lineup turns over for the Mariners. And he has to face Johnny Damon from the left side. Johnny is 0 for 2. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 96 on the radar gun, strike one. Misses inside with the slider. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnny Damon this season is hitting only a $126 with runners in scoring position. That is terrible. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. Misses outside with the 2-seamer, 2 balls and 1 strike. And it is a fly ball to right center. There is the Winter Soldier. No, check that. That's War Machine in center field to retire the side. But Keaston Hiura with the solo shot to lead off the inning cuts the lead in half at the 4.5 innings. It's 2-1 Avengers. So the man who gave the Avengers their 2 runs steps up to the plate for his second plate appearance. Benedict Cumberbatch had a 2-run homer in his first at-bat. And this time he hits a soft grounder to second. Over to first, in time, 1 pitch for a walk. Up next, Sebastian Stan, 0 for 1. Strike 1, outside corner. Interesting. Tough pitch from Gray. Low, 1 ball, 1 strike. I just like the Winter Soldier name better. It's so hard to call him Bucky. And Bucky pops it up center. Damon is there in mid-center field. Makes the catch for 2 away. The Winter Soldier just sounds so much cooler. 2 down, up steps Don Cheadle, who flew out in the second inning. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty John Gray. In the dirt, ball 1. Don has 12 homers. That 12 homers is not first on the Avengers. And that ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That's home run number 13 for the War Machine, James Rhodes. Cheadle's solo shot gives the Avengers their 2-run advantage once again. It is now 3-1 MCU. Here's a replay. Just crushed it. Bang. No one's going to get that one. Threw that back. Bang. Projected distance 432. No doubter. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie's 0 for 2. Fouls off the curveball. Strike one. 3-1 lead for the Avengers here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 down. 0-1 count to Mackie. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a high fastball. Count is 1-2. That was ball 2. Itchy trigger finger. Did he go? No, he did not. Checked his swing. Inside pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty. Here comes the pitch from Gray. And that is a pop-up. Short right field. Hiura makes the catch to retire the side. But a solo shot from Don Cheadle. The end of 5. It's an official ball game. The Avengers lead 3-1. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Paul Molitor. 0 for 2. Fastball low and outside, ball 1. Molitor hit a home run in yesterday's game. And that is a pop-up down the right field line. Check that left field line near the stands. Makes the catch. The Winter Soldier records out number 1 here in the 6th. Up next, Mike Piazza, 0 for 2 today. Line drive to center. Playable. Hit it hard, but hit it at the center fielder for the second out. 2 quick outs. Hiddleston, ERA leaders for the teams in the National League. The Avengers lead all teams with a 3.89 team ERA. 2 outs. Up steps Dave Kingman, who singled in his first at-bat, pardon me. It's 1 for 2. Low and outside, called a strike by the home plate umpire. No balls and 2 strikes. And he pulls the slider deep, but foul. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 6 on the game for Loki, and the side is retired. 5.5 complete. Avengers lead 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Tom Holland has a single today. The Mariners bullpen is active. Here comes the pitch from Gray, still out there on the mound. Pitch is outside, ball 1. 2 left-handers warming in the Mariners bullpen. Tanner Scott and Aaron Fletcher getting loose. Fastball low, 2 balls and no strikes. Grounder to the third baseman he overthrows him. In short right field, he goes to second on the error. E5. So Spider-Man on the error by Matt Olson at third will make it all the way to second base. He's in scoring position with nobody out. Just airmailed it over Olson. Olson's the first baseman. He did not make the error. It was the third baseman who made the error with the throwing. I apologize. Sorry, Mr. Olson. Manager of the Mariners has seen enough. Makes the call of the bullpen. He wants the right-hander. John Gray is leaving with he cannot win.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
Anthony Swarzark, who pitched yesterday, is coming in to pitch again today. He's 3-0 with a 2.19 earned run average. So up next for the Avengers, runner in scoring position, nobody out. Tony Stark, who's 0 for 6 in this short 2-game series so far. 0 for 2 today. Swarzark deals. He's a little late on that slider, strike 1. Tony's hitting .352 with runners in scoring position. Spider-Man leads off second. Fouls off the fastball. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to RDJ. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's the first out here in the 6th. Nasty breaking ball. Here's a replay.
Number 84.
Looks like it went right through the bat. So the Incredible Hulk is 0 for 2 today. Mark Ruffalo steps up with 1 out. Slider outside ball 1. It's a 2-run lead. 3-1 Avengers here in the 6th. The insurance run would be nice. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. The Avengers were winning 4-1 yesterday, and then ended up losing 5-4. So high and tight, 3-0 count to the Hulk on deck. Black Panther. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Misses ball 4, an unintentional walk by Swarzak. Runners at first and second, he would rather pitch to Chadwick Boseman, and honestly, I don't blame him. Nevertheless, Chadwick, Black Panther, can strike quick. Let's see. Slider, backdoor, inside. Tom Holland's at second, Mark Ruffalo at first. I don't know why they said Mark Ruffalo was a Gold Glove winner. That's interesting, but anyway. Grounder, foul. Count as no balls and 2 strikes to Black Panther. And again rolls over it down the third baseline. Foul. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Swarzak looks sharp. High and tight, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners lead. In the dirt. No advance, blocked nicely by the catcher, Piazza. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners lead off first and second, 3-1 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch from Anthony Swarzak. And he fouls off the inside fastball. Count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's 2 away. Got him with the breaking ball. So with 2 down, up steps Dave Bautista, who's flown out twice today. He's 0 for 2. Bautista will need a hit with 2 outs to get some insurance. Deep fly ball down the right field line, slicing out of play for strike 1. Dave's hitting .338 with runners in scoring position, so 20 points higher than his regular season average. And that's why it's a single to center. Rounding third and heading home is Tom Holland. It's an RBI single for Dave Bautista. Drax, nothing can't throw anything over my head. I will catch it. It's this RBI single for Dave Bautista, and the MCU now leads 4-1. Clutch, 2-out hit to center field. Here's the replay. Bang. So, up next, Benedict Cumberbatch hit a 2-run home run in his first at-bat. He's 1 for 2. Oh, swing and a miss. The inside fastball, strike 1. So we have the Hulk at second and Drax the Destroyer at first. Slider outside, ball 1. At the plate, the Sorcerer Supreme, Dr. Stephen Strange. Two balls and 1 strike. And it's another 2-out hit. Rounding third and heading home is the Hulk. The throw to the plate is up the line. He does not. Thought there might be a swipe tag, but it's an RBI single. Another 2-out RBI hit. This time from Benedict Cumberbatch, and the MCU now takes a 4-run lead as the score is now 5-1 MCU. Another line drive to center. Maybe the decision to have Swarzak pitch in 2 consecutive games is going to haunt the Mariners. Up next, the Winter Soldier. Runners at first and third and 2 away. Fastball in there, strike 1. Sebastian is 0 for 2 today, 0 for 5. 0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 2 today. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swarzak's already thrown 22 pitches. And that's a deep drive, but I have a feeling that it's going to be run down by Dave Kingman. Nice over-the-shoulder catch to retire the side. But two-out RBI hits by the Avengers here in the bottom of the 6th give the Avengers a 5-1 advantage. This is Avengers Baseball. Oh, yeah. So we go to the top of the 7th. Up steps Michael Young, who is over 2. 5-1 lead. Here's the pitch. Chases the first pitch, backhanded routine play for Black Panther. Throws to first, 1 pitch, 1 away. Young was moving up that line. Actually, that was closer than it actually was appeared. So solo homer by Hiura. He's up again. He is 1 for 2. Misses outside with the breaking ball. Ball 1. Swinging to miss this time. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Backs him off the plate with the 2-seamer. 2-1. High. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck, Matt Olson. That's a deep drive to right. Racing back, over the shoulder catch for Drax. Nice play by Bautista. And there are 2 away here in the top of the 7th.
The first baseman.
So 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Matt Olson. He had a double today in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 2. Grounder into the jaws of the shift from short right field. The second baseman, Spider-Man, throws him out. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Stretch. Avengers lead. 5-1. Stretch.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties, Daniel Mendigan. Interesting name, interesting mustache. He's pitched in 14 games this season. He's 5-2 with a 4.83 earned run average. He will face Don Cheadle, who had a solo homer in his last at-bat. He is 1 for 2.
The center fielder, number 10.
And that's a line drive, but foul for strike 1. Old style mustache. Swings at a pitch that's high, fouls it off, count quickly, no balls, and 2 strikes to Cheadle. And that is a line drive. Oh no, he got caught up in his glove. He's going to be safe. That's going to definitely be an error on the shortstop, E6. Michael Young should took that play for granted. It was a soft liner. Should have made up his mind whether he wanted to catch that on a fly or, let it hop. But anyway, reached on an error for War Machine. Up next, Anthony Mackie, who's 0 for 3. That's a line drive. This time, Michael Young makes the catch for out number 1. Up next, Tommy Holland, hitting .362 on the season, leading the National League in batting. It's 1 for 3 today. Swinging to miss out in front of the changeup, strike 1. Big lead at first. Checks the swing, fastball is low and outside, ball 1. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Way out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes to Spidey. Peter Parker. Fouls it off. Runner leads off first, 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 5-1 lead. Quick throw to first, he's back. 5-1 lead for the MCU. If the Avengers win this game, it'll be win number 89 on the season. 89 wins, 50 losses. And they will keep pace with the first place Los Angeles Dodgers. Strikes him out swinging, and there are 2 away. Nasty cut fastball from Mendigan. Mendigan, I don't know. Who knows how you pronounce it. So up next, Robert Downey Jr. is 0 for 3 today, dipping that average down below 290 at 289. Cut fastball misses, ball 1.
1-0.
Runner leads off first, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch out, nothing doing. He was not attempting to steal on that pitch. So the count is 2 balls and no strikes to Tony Stark. Throw to first, he's back. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. This would be a good time for him to take off for second. Get himself in scoring position where a single can give him another insurance run. We'll see what happens. And it is a slow bouncer to the second baseman. Hura throws to first, and the side is retired. But 7 innings complete, 4-run lead for the MCU. Hollywood Avengers lead 5-1. Top of the 8th, Jorge Soler stepping up. He struck out, he reached on an error. He is 0 for 2 officially today. Hiddleston, having only thrown 66 pitches, is out there. Outside corner, strike 1.
0-1.
Out in front of the slider, swinging and miss, strike 2. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Soler. See if we can get him on the inside fastball. Swing and a miss. The cutter inside. Struck him out swinging. Strikeout number 7 for Tom Hiddleston. Starter comparison. John Gray pitched a good game through 5, but obviously Tom Hiddleston wins this starter matchup. Loki is pitching a good game. Up next, J.D. Davis, 1 for 5 for his season. 5 at-bats, 0 for 2 today. At the knees, strike 1. Swinging and miss the slider out in front, strike 2. Misses off the plate. Attendance 27,566 here at Crosley Field. That is a sellout. Crosley is a minor league ballpark being used as the home ballpark for the Avengers. And that's the line drive the other way. Racing over is Bautista. He will make it to retire the side. No, check that. That's out number 2. Pardon me. Got a little ahead of myself. So 2 away. And up steps the leadoff man, Johnny Damon, who is 0 for 3 today. Hiddleston deals. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Fouls back the 2-seam fastball. 2 quick strikes on Johnny Damon. Ground ball backhanded by, and cut the check. Nice throw, but better scoop out of the dirt by Tony Stark. Side is retired. 5-1 Avengers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off the bottom of the 8th is Mark Ruffalo. He's walked, scored a run, officially is 0 for 2 today. Mengden is out there for his 2nd inning of relief work for the Seattle Mariners. Fastball low, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Hulk. Grounder to the 3rd baseman. Throws to first in time. And there is 1 away. Up next, Chadwick Boseman, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored today. Here comes the pitch. Line drive, 1 hopper, again to the 3rd baseman. Throws to first, busy day for the 3rd baseman, Paul Molitor, I assume. And there are 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Bautista, 1 for 3 with that big 2-out single last at bat. Steps in, base is empty. This time, it's down the third base line. He knocks it down, diving attempt to keep it in front of him, keep it from being a double. Holds him to an infield single. They're going to give him a base hit. So Drax gets his second hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 4. Up next, Benedict Cumberbatch is 2 for 3 with that 2-run homer. 2 outs is when they struck last inning. So let's see what happens this inning with 2 outs. 2-seam fastball, high and outside, ball 1. Runner at first. Up there is Cumberbatch. Left-handed hitter against the righty, Daniel Mengden. Called a strike. Wow. Tough pitch. Outside corner. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. I don't think that was a strike, but nevertheless, it's a 1-1 count. Fouls off the fastball, 1-2. Bautista leads off first. Off the plate with the fastball, count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Runner leads off first. 5-1 lead for the MCU. Here's the pitch. And he's a little late on that fastball. Results in a lazy fly ball to left center field. There's Kingman to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Seattle Mariners. They need 4 runs to tie. It's a 5-1 lead for the Hollywood Avengers. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Leading off the 9th for the Mariners is Paul Molitor, who is 0 for 3. Hiddleston's going for a complete game. Look at this. Fastball high. Although, you know what? I'm going to go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And I'm going to get Sam Jackson warming up and Paul Rudd warming up. Just in case things get a little out of hand. Grounder, foul. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Molitor. Again, line drive, third base side foul. Dangerous to have that on-field bullpen. I'm glad they changed those rules. And it is a fly ball to left center field, shallow. The Winter Soldier makes the catch for the first out. So 1 out here in the 9th. Up next, Mike Piazza, who's 0 for 3. Back, oh no! Booted, and he will be safe. So that's an E6 for Anthony Mackie. Do not cut the check. That is an error by the shortstop. I mean, it wasn't going to be an easy play, but Mike Piazza is a slow runner up the first base line. He had plenty of time. So, runner at first with 1 out. Up steps Dave Kingman, who singled in the second inning. He's 1 for 3. It's in there at the corner for strike 1. Pops him up. Routine play for Spider-Man. Holland makes the catch for the second out, and the Seattle Mariners are down to their final strike of the game and of this short 2-game series. Representing the final out, Michael Young, who's 0 for 3. Fastball in there, strike 1. Runner leads off first. Lazy fly ball headed for foul territory, and it will drop in there for the second strike. But the count is now 0-2, which means the Seattle Mariners are down to their final strike of the game. And it's a fly ball to left. This should do it. Sebastian Stan makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Avengers win 5-1. So that's win number 16 on the season for Tom Hiddleston, and win number 89 for the ball club. They're 89-50, and pending what the Los Angeles Dodgers do in their game today, we will find out if the Avengers hold sole possession of first place or are in a mathematical tie for first in the National League West. So they split this quick 2-game series, 1 game apiece. Let's go to the scorecard. Seattle Mariners against the Hollywood Avengers. The Avengers, 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Seattle Mariners, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. 4 errors total in the game. Sloppy game. Tom Hiddleston comes off the disabled list or the injured list, whatever you call it, and wins his 16th game of the season. I believe he's 16-5 or 16-6. I don't remember. John Gray gets the loss. He pitched well, but gets the loss. And Tom Hiddleston is given game of the player honors for pitching a complete game. Complete game, 1 run, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks. So this has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball, game number 139 of a 162-game regular season. This is September baseball. We're finding out how all the chips fall. The playoffs are on the horizon, and then hopefully the World Series, but not before we finish every inning of every game of this 162-game regular season. I am RC Robbin. Thank you so much for joining me. Special thank you to Mazwardi for King Sonic, for the Outlander. Thank you guys, and for anybody else that was hanging around in the background. I sincerely appreciate you all. I hope to see you again soon. So the final, once again, at Crosley Field, the Hollywood Avengers win 5-1. Take care, and I will see you later on this evening for Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition live stream with Renegade Karen. Take care.